Time itself is a silent song.
Yep, you're right.
Exactly, but none of them believed me.
An antique's value is in the eye of the beholder.
Time itself is a silent song.
Guess we can rest a bit.
Exactly, but none of them believed me.
Can we play bingo next time?
An antique's value is in the eye of the beholder.
Time itself is a silent song.
Exactly, but none of them believed me.
I still have a lot to do at the guild. How about you take a rest while I go back?
An antique's value is in the eye of the beholder.
Exactly, but none of them believed me.
Can we play bingo next time?
Time itself is a silent song.
Exactly, but none of them believed me.
Can we play bingo next time?
Time itself is a silent song.
Exactly, but none of them believed me.
Time itself is a silent song.
Exactly, but none of them believed me.
Can we play bingo next time?
You should really bring the Knights of Favonius with you next time.
Silent song.
Exactly, but none of them believed me.
Time itself is a silent song.
An antique's value is in the eye of the beholder.
Exactly, but none of them believed me.
Can we play bingo next time?
Yep, you're right.
Time itself is a silent song.
Exactly, but none of them believed me.
An
Guess we can rest a bit.
is in the eye of the beholder.
Yep, you're right.
Time itself is a silent song.
Exactly, but none of them believed me.
An antique's value is in the eye of the beholder.
Rebooting. Can we play bingo next time?
Yep, you're right.
Time itself is a silent song.
Exactly.
I
but
still
none
have a
of them
lot to do
believe
with the
me.
guild. How about you take a rest while I go back?
An antique's value is in the eye of the beholder.
Time itself is a silent song.
Exactly. But none of them believe me.
An antique's value is in the eye of the
Can we play banker next time?
Time itself is a silent song.
Guess we can rest a bit.
Exactly. None of them believed me.
I don't need an umbrella, but you can use one if you need.
Time to go. Be still. Kamisato Art. Sweet. One with nature.
I'm going in!
Again. So many regrets.
Let's light it up!
Time for retribution! Cascade! One of us has to go.
Huh?
Time to go. Into the wind.
Teamwork is
The wind knows me.
Verdict is... You should really bring the Knights of Favonius with you next time.
But my research had so much potential.
Finally on the
Seems like you've gotten the hang of the cultivation side of things. Ah, I should probably mention, a knight from the logistics company has arrived. She'll be the one handling the provision of all future supplies. You should go have a chat with her in a little bit. And after that, it'll be your time to shine.
Yeah, shouldn't it be?
My role? Okay, I'll be rooting for you.
I knew this would happen.
Greetings, Honorary Knight. Greetings, Paimon. My name is...
Wow, Paimon's fame is really spreading.
My apologies. You're practically legends. I'd love to wander the land in search of adventure like one of those knights. Yeah. Anyway, we've got some prep work. My orders from the acting grandmaster are to support you. If there's anything you need, just let me know. You're in luck. Add astro. Thank you for. Add astro.
Try some creative
I
cooking.
think this time it turned out better than before.
I still have a lot to do at the guild. How about you take a rest while I go back?
There'll be an extra fee for that. There'll be an extra fee for that.
I'll think about it.
There'll be an extra fee for that.
I'll think about it.
There'll be an extra fee for that.
I'll think about it.
There'll be an extra fee for that.
I'll think about it.
Guess we can rest a bit.
There'll be an extra fee for that.
I'll think about it.
There'll be an extra fee for that.
I still have a lot to do at the guild. How about you take a rest while I go back?
There'll be an extra fee for that. There'll be an extra fee for that.
I'll think about it.
There'll be an extra fee for that.
I'll think about it.
There'll be an extra fee for that.
I'll think about it.
There'll be an extra fee for that.
Guess we can rest a bit.
I'll think about it.
There'll be an extra fee for that.
I'll think about it.
There'll be an extra fee for that.
I still have a lot to do at the guild. How about you take a rest while I go back?
There'll be an extra fee for that.
I'll think about it.
It seems like there's another event going on at the Court of Fontaine! Look at that! Roadside signs as far as the eye can see! Let's see what...
Is this really okay?
I told you I could do it using the leftover funds from the original deposit. Don't tell me you're afraid that I cheaped out on the dress.
No, not at all. I have only the fullest faith in your work, Miss Chiori. I'm just in shock, that's all. It's always been my dream to wear a Chioria boutique dress for my wedding.
Wait, isn't that Chiori? She's actually at her shop today? Oh, you've got a point there. Well, once she's done with
I'm a woman of my word. If I say I can do something, then it'll be done. The first rule of business is to always keep your promises. Now, remember to not fold the gown, or store it under direct sunlight. I'd recommend only taking it out on the day of the wedding. But from the...
I'll try my best. Once he sees me in this, his jaw is gonna drop straight to the floor.
Chiori, you're actually at your shop today!
Is that really so shocking? It is mine, after all. Anything you're looking for today? A custom design, or perhaps some ready-to-wear outfits for kids?
Hey, Paimon's not a kid!
Oh. That. Well, if news of the event has reached your ears...
Are there any fun and popular activities that we can take part in?
Ugh, Fashion Week isn't what I'd call fun. But it certainly always attracts a crowd. It's a fashion extravaganza that only takes...
Will you be showing off some of your designs too?
Of course. All designers at the Court of Fontaine use the week to advertise their brand. If you'll come to think of it, it was also at a previous Fashion Week that our label first took off.
Aren't you pretty much an established name now? People will still buy your clothes.
Yeah, that's not quite how it works. While many people buy clothes for fit and style, the fashion industry... Why would anyone patronize a label that hasn't even bothered to put out any new... In the end, fashion is just a representation of the spirit of the times. People support your brand because they support the vision it represents.
Huh. Okay, so maybe fashion... all that complicated stuff aside, you're saying we'll be able to see...
Absolutely. The designs have already been finalized. I'm just...
Ooh, are you using materials you can't get...
Well, I still have a certain partiality to Inazuma-made fabrics. The textures are pleasant to the touch, and they're...
Oh, Paimon gets it!
Ugh, something like that. Yes.
We're a long way from Inazuma, though. Aren't you
No need to worry. I've already taken steps to ensure that it'll arrive safely. I've entrusted the job to Komani Express...
Excuse me! Coming through! Coming through! Chiori, your shipment's here. I know it's quite late, so...
Deep breaths, Kirara.
Oh, so Kirara's the courier you were
Oh, hey, Traveler and Paimon. Fancy seeing you here in Fontaine. It's been a while. Wait a second. This is the second time that you've seen me flub a delivery job now.
So, what was the holdup? Sailing delays, bad weather?
Huh? No, nothing like that. I just ran into a...
Bandits, then? Or treasure hoarders? A few run-ins on the road.
Well, I didn't run into anyone
Keeping you honest as always, I see.
All right. I was stopped. They were a little different from the ones I usually run into. I could hear them mumbling about...
So it was a targeted hit?
I got the sense that they...
My fabric shipment?
Yeah, they said that I could go as long as I left the goods with them. Otherwise, they'd stuff me.
Oh, are you okay, Kira?
Oh, I'm good. I'm still a yokai after all. I turned them over to the guards. It just took me a while to round them all up.
Well, it's not completely out of the ordinary for one of your deliveries to get intercepted. But it still doesn't make sense how you knew it was my goods they were after. You've got other deliveries to make in Fontaine, don't you? Is there something else that you're keeping from me?
Huh? Well...
Perhaps I need to reconsider how many stars to give you in my review.
You always know how to get me, Chiori. Alright, I'll talk. So, I kinda wanted to know why anyone would one of the bandits had a loose tongue, which saved me some time. He said that a certain person...
And who might this
Chiori, why don't we just let this one go?
I appreciate your kindness, Kirara, but if I don't teach anyone that dares to mess with one of my friends deserves a stern talking to and then...
Alright. The guy said that the commissioner was someone by the name of Uter.
Uter? No, that name rings a bell. Wouldn't you say, Kirara?
Well, that's exactly why I didn't want to bring it up to you.
So you both know this Uter guy?
Through Chiori's complaints about him, sure. He's a fellow fashion designer who's made it his goal in life to make hers as miserable as possible.
Oh, so he's like a business rival.
A rival is what you call someone who fights you fair and square. Uter, however, just has it out for me as a designer. He's publicly disparaged my design choices, my use of materials. He's practically tried every trick in the book to ruin my good name. I've already warned him before to compete with me fair and square, but I guess he
Wait, Chiori, where are you going?
To teach someone a lesson. You must be tired after your long journey.
Chiori! Wait!
And she's gone.
Oh no. What should we do?
You seem concerned. Should we be worried about Chiori?
Well, she's always been the type of person to face things head on. But with her fiery temper, I'm just worried whatever she's about to do will fuel negative publicity about her right before the start of Fashion Week. Traveler, Paimon, could you go after her and check out the situation for me? As a formal employee of Komania Express, it wouldn't be appropriate for me to get involved.
Yeah, we'll take good care of Chiori.
To be honest, I'm more worried about that Uter guy's safety.
Fashion Week is coming up. My husband promised to get me a replica of the most eye-catching outfit from the show.
So hard to pick the perfect gift.
Guess we can rest a bit.
Fashion Week is coming up. My husband promised to give me a replica of the most eye-catching outfit from the show.
So hard to pick the perfect gift.
Any chance you're on the clock, officer?
Nothing good ever comes out of you addressing me like that. Oh? And I see the Traveler and Paimon are here too.
Chevras, we meet again.
Well, things have been fine on my end. We were able to bring in a large number of... I suppose the trade-off is that I'm now constantly getting stopped for autographs while out on...
Well, you were one of the leading roles after all.
So, did something happen?
Indeed it did. I'll need you to come with me.
I only ever hear that phrase from you. Usually I'm the one asking people to do that.
Well, are you?
Not before I know what you're planning.
Have I ever made a bad call?
The better question is, have you ever made one that didn't violate proper procedure?
Okay. A man hired a group of bandits.
Are you sure this is something you should be telling the captain of the Special Patrol? It's getting hard to tell whether you're here to report...
Neither. I'm requesting personal supervision from said captain.
Are you planning to?
Not if I can help it.
All right. Where is this person?
Follow me.
Just promise you'll start trying to keep yourself out of trouble.
Well, when trouble stops coming my way, I'll be sure to get on that. This should be the place. You all wait.
You know, Chevras, Paimon gets the sense that you two are actually pretty close.
It's just as Chiori said. We got to know each other pretty well in our lines of work. You could call it a you scratch my back and I'll scratch yours sort of
Does Chiori often need your help?
I'd say it's mutual. The Special Patrol needs her help quite often as well. We've got the uniform, the musket. They're intimidating. Most people clam up the minute they see us. Lips sealed so tight, getting them to talk almost feels like trying. But put them in a clothing boutique, and they suddenly start gushing faster than the water.
Oh, is it because they're trying to show off or something?
Yep. People are vain creatures. They can't help but want to talk up new developments in their lives or show off how much they know about other people. And nothing. As a result, Chiori often picks up on all kinds of information in her shop. Most of her customers are members of the upper class, which means they're pretty much up to the gills in wealth and intel.
You scratch my back and I'll scratch you.
Exactly. I'm also here to ensure Chiori's safety. Those who, and in some very rare cases, I'm forced to protect other people. So, who got on her case this time?
Oh, so this is what happened.
Huh? Uter, you say?
You've heard of him?
Yep. He's made trouble for Chiori several times already. He's fond of pretty much every dirty trick, so he's back at it, huh? His funeral, I guess.
Whoa, what's this about a funeral all of a sudden?
I just meant that Uter's done for. Now bring it in, you two. Get right up close.
Sure, but why?
Because this is probably going to turn into one of those very rare cases I just talked about.
What are you doing? Stay away from me!
Has anyone ever taught you the definition of stupidity?
Huh?
Stupidity is doing the same meaningless thing over and over again. It appears you've forgotten what I told you before. So, allow me to refresh your memory. Lay off the dirty tricks. Oh, and if you dare lay your hands on my friend again...
Chiori?
Officer, an assault's in progress! Please...
Of course. I'll do my utmost to investigate the situation. Unfortunately, not to worry though. If you'd allow me to search the scene, I'm sure I'll be able to collect some useful evidence. You don't mind, do you? There's nothing...
Forget it. It wasn't that big of a deal.
Ms. Chiori, I must also ask you to refrain from engaging in such disorderly conduct in the future, especially out in the open like this.
Apologies, officer. I guess you could say I'm just used to tossing out any trash I come across on the street.
You...
Is there anything else either of you have to say for yourselves?
That's all from me. I sincerely...
We'll see about that.
Whoa, that scared the heck out of Paimon! How did he just go...
You're too kind.
Now's not the time to be accepting compliments. What happened to not doing anything to—
Oh, not if I could help it, is what I started with a verbal warning, but he displayed neither shame nor remorse.
Insults and threats so bad that he deserved to be tossed out like a sack of trash?
Believe it or not, they were that bad. He deserved to get knocked down a peg. It's the only way to get him to stop.
You could have reported him to the guards.
Oh, I will. But it'll take some time for them to gather evidence. And he denied that I don't want anything else to happen during Fontaine Fashion Week. On top of that, if Kirara's going... Oh, that reminds me.
What a shame. I believe you've already used—
Have I? Well, it's a good thing I was planning on taking it.
Don't you think you're maxed out on advances already?
I always pay you back in information, don't I? It's just like you said. You scratch...
Exactly. None of them believe.
Time itself is a silence.
An antique's value is in the eye of the beholder.
Exactly. But none of them
Time
believe.
itself is a silent song. It's so much quieter outside.
We're back.
You were gone for an awfully long time. Oh, please tell me nothing.
There's nothing to worry about. All you need to know is that you'll never have to worry about someone...
Sorry, Chiori. I didn't...
What are you talking about? You didn't do anything wrong. Those greedy bandits are to blame. The next time you need to leave the city, call the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. They'll escort you half of the way, and the Spina di Rosula can take the second half. With that sort of escort, the next time you make a delivery, those treasure hoarders won't go anywhere near your goods. Unless, of course, it's to offer to carry them for you. I'm being serious. You know me. If I bring something up, you can assume it's already a done.
Wait, you don't mean...
I've already spoken to the captain of the Special Patrol. As discussed, the patrol's going to take a small detour during their daily training tomorrow. As for Navia, I'll give her a heads up in a bit.
There's really no need. I'm just a simple courier. I don't need to be surrounded by a bunch of armed guards. Or ones with sunglasses, for that matter.
Well, you certainly shouldn't count on such a procession for every trip you make to Fontaine. It's just a one-off thing. For my own peace of mind. It'll also show those guys what'll happen to those who dare to mess with my friends.
Well, if you think it's a good idea, Traveler, then...
Well, with the bad guys out of the way and your goods safely delivered, everything should be good to go for Fontaine.
I believe so. I'll try to churn out a few more outfits over the next few days. I've heard a lot of suppliers will be participating this year.
Paimon's gonna take a guess and say suppliers are super important.
But of course, they supply us designers with funding, equipment, factory access. You have to work. That's also why this year's Fashion Week is so important to me.
But isn't your brand already really famous, Chiori? Your clothes are so pretty and so nice to wear. I can't help but brag about them to my customers whenever I get the chance.
Even so, I would imagine there are still people who've never heard of the Chiori brand, yes?
Well, I mean, with the amount of places that
Then it's still not famous enough. My goal is to make the Chiori brand renowned throughout all of Teyvat.
All of it? Your business would have to get pretty huge then.
Wait, would that mean I could just go to any Chiori branch on the continent to get my clothes fixed? It has been pretty inconvenient.
Alternatively, of course, you could just be a bit more careful with them. They're already about as durable as I can make.
Okay, I'll admit, they do get snagged on branches pretty often, but I can't help it. It's hard to be careful about that sort of thing when you're trying to take a nice nap in a tree.
Well, if that's your dream, Chiori, then we should do our best to make it a reality. Is there anything we can do?
I'm sure I could think of something.
Ooh, what is it? What is it?
Why don't you come to my shop tomorrow and model for me? Simply put, you'll serve as my living mannequins.
Oh, so we get to try on some of your clothes? Got it!
Seeing them off the rack will also give me the chance to make some small adjustments to the stitching and the silhouette of the designs.
Sounds easy enough.
No need. We've already booked them on. If you like them, though, feel free to visit the boutique and see if anything.
Ooh, sounds great! Paimon was just...
Then we have a deal. You'll model some formal wear, Traveler, and I don't know. Paimon here will show off some kids' designs.
Yep, sounds good. Wait, kids' clothes? Paimon told you already she's not a little kid!
Fashion Week is coming up. Oh, my husband promised to get me a replica of the most eye-catching outfit from the show. Fashion Week is coming up. Oh, my husband.
Speaking of clothes, do yours happen to need any mending right now, Kirara?
Well, since you asked, Chiori, there's this part around my waist.
Oh.
No! It's a
nothing. Don't waste my time. Submit!
Delicate as silk. Let's go, Tomato. I'm going in!
Your life is mine.
Scraps of color. Scatter! Let's light it up! Adventure time!
Charge!
It's nothing.
Let's roll! Attaboy! It's showtime! Who wants some of this? Press the advantage!
Teamwork is strength!
Submit! Give up.
Let's roll! It's showtime! Attaboy!
I'm going in!
Rally! Advance!
Don't waste my time.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Fall in!
Observe! By royal decree!
No rest for the wicked.
I summon thee! As a dutiful maid would.
Everyone on me!
Break a leg! And step!
rest for the wicked.
I summon thee! As a good knight should. Leave it all to me. Your grand finale!
Rally!
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Did you read the paper today?
Chiori, we're here!
You're here early. I haven't even opened the shop yet.
Wait, has Kirara left already?
Yep, with the special patrol. Bright and early.
Did everything go all right on the road?
I believe so. The patrol makes for quite the entourage. The way they marched forward with Kirara in the center, you'd think she was some sort of VIP. For the second leg, the Spina also came with a pretty large group, led by Navia herself. They took care to clear the path beforehand as well. Kirara won't so much as step on a single stray rock on her journey. I even heard that Navia decided out of the blue to make a batch of macarons as a going-away gift for Kirara.
Sounds like Navia really got into it.
My thoughts exactly. She even lamented the fact that she didn't have time to prepare something even fancier.
You know, now that you mention Navia, Paimon thinks the two of you are actually pretty similar. You say what you mean?
I suppose that's why we're such good friends. Navia has a certain resilience about her. It's part of who she is. No matter what comes her way, that same spirit is the true vision of my brand. When she first mentioned commissioning an outfit from my boutique...
It's like finding the perfect brand ambassador, huh?
Indeed. Customers pay attention not just to the clothes, but also to the figures in society who wear said clothes.
Huh. And here Paimon thought all that mattered was for the clothes to look cute.
Fashion is about more than just looks, my dear. Especially if you've got... well...
Oh yeah. Come on, let's get down to business.
Indeed. Give me a moment while I go retrieve some fabrics and sample outfits. Why don't you...
set them up?
Just carefully organize the ready-to-wear clothes with an eye toward their types and styles. This way, we can guarantee...
Whoa, there sure is a lot that goes into running a store.
Well then, I'll leave the displays to you.
So, we just need to put all the clothes with similar styles together, right?
Please organize the clothes with an eye towards their types and styles. Not bad. You might just have... Anyway, let's move on to... Over here, stand still. I'll take your measurements first.
Excuse me, Miss Chiori.
Oh, good morning, Leanne. How have you been recently?
Not too bad.
Your gown will be ready next week, so there's no need to worry about missing the ball. Or did you come here to...
Oh, no. Nothing like that, Miss Chiori.
Cancel your order.
But you can keep the deposit, of course. I know you can't return any materials.
Don't worry about the materials. I'm more concerned about you. Did something happen, Leanne? It's all right. I'm not trying to make things difficult for you. I'll take no...
Thank you. I'm really sorry.
Don't worry about it. Just let me know if there's anything I...
Is it just Paimon, or was she acting a bit strange just now? Wonder why she wouldn't tell us.
It's not a big deal. These things happen every once in a while. A family emergency, an important payday falling through, a lover's quarrel, no one to take you to the ball. Judging from the look on her face, something's keeping her from revealing the...
Well, guess this means you'll have more time to work on that.
That's true. Come, let's pick up where we left off.
Is Miss Chiori in?
I am. How can I help you?
I'd like to return this item.
Oh. Could I ask why?
It's just, not to my liking. You said I could get a refund if I wasn't satisfied.
Is there something about it that didn't meet your expectations? Are the sleeves too short? Or is the color...
Oh, no need. You don't have to concern yourself with that.
And I'd be happy to process that for you. If you could just tell me the cost...
Is Chiori here? I'd like to return my outfit.
Another one?
Is there some sort of new calamity coming that I haven't heard about? Another flood? Or an apocalypse, maybe? What does the prophecy say this time? You'll be spared if you get rid of... Surely the entire population of Fontaine didn't convene and pick this one day to come...
What kind of rags are you trying to sell us, huh? The way I see it, this shop is nothing more than a black market front.
Please calm down, sir.
What is he talking about?
Haven't you heard? Chiori Boutique has been exposed for having...
And just who is it that dares to throw that accusation around?
Well, you tell us. The fabrics you've got here, they're...
I've been transparent about my materials from the very beginning. If a little hearsay and baseless slander are enough to convince you, then by all means, go ahead and hand over your garments right now.
You...
Off!
Miss Chiori?
Go outside and help these customers with their return requests. There's no need to...
All right.
And once you're done, put up the sign that says we're closed for the day.
Got it.
Chiori...
They couldn't be more fabricated if you tried. No need to worry about them. The real goal here is to divert my attention away from Fashion Week. The best
If you say so, but...
The best way to respond to public skepticism is to let your work speak for itself. There will be no doubt about the quality of my...
Miss Chiori, bad news!
Oh, for the love of... Can a woman not get a moment of peace to do her work?
It's our accessories supplier. They just sent word that they'll no longer be...
What? No accessories? Not even the ones we pre-ordered?
Yes, that's what their messenger said.
And what about the models we asked them to book for us?
I think they'll probably pull out as well.
Even the suppliers believe those nasty rumors?
Is the messenger still here?
No, they've already left.
So, no accessories means no brooches, no bow ties, things like...
Not just that. It means no gems, ribbons, gold thread, all the elements that lend life and soul.
But if you take those away, does that mean you won't be able to make your designs at all?
Alof, you stay and watch the shop. I'll go talk to the
Yeah, and we can vouch for you too. We'll make sure your supplier...
Thank you. In that case, please come with me.
I know Miss Chiori has put a lot of work into... I hope you can talk things... Did you read the paper today? Oh, I did. My goodness. I couldn't believe what I was reading. Do you think there's any truth to it? Have you asked your husband? He's a judge, isn't he?
You would never indulge in such idle gossip. Still, he advised me to hold off on buying any more related wares for the time being.
Yes, how prudent. Wait for the dust to settle. My husband said the same.
Indeed, indeed. I wouldn't want to invite scandal.
So hard to pick the perfect gift.
By the way, we really are just going to talk, right?
Of course. I wouldn't do anything to one of my business partners, especially when a reasonable conversation should suffice.
Who is it?
Venger, it's Chiori. We've worked together all these years. The least you could do is allow me a face-to-face conversation.
Straightforward as always, I see.
And when has following convention ever gotten me anywhere? Why hire a messenger?
Have you read the papers today?
I don't like to waste my time on baseless lies and speculation.
You're right. I only subscribe to the Steambird. And most days, I never even read the others.
So, these rumors.
No, not at all. They were in...
Well then, there you go. Those sort of headlines become old news faster than you can read.
You would think that. But this time is different. Someone paid off the tabloids to publish the same article at once. They even went so far as to leave a copy in front of every house. That's how I first learned of the rumors.
Every house?
It seems you're right.
What sort?
A photo of you beating up someone on the street yesterday.
Yesterday?
Utera.
Here, I've got a copy. See for yourselves.
Behind the scenes, the true Chioria boutique takes shape. Relying on its close ties to the criminal underworld,
I don't know what happened, and I don't want to comment on things that I didn't see with my own eyes. Still...
Yeah, he was the one who started it!
I appreciate you standing up for me, Paimon. But it can't be helped now.
That's right. The court of public opinion has already made up its mind. Still, I've got to give your rival high marks for effort. They even dug...
But that was so long ago.
In the world of fashion, your past is like a piece of clothing stained with mud. They claim that most of your clientele are criminals and that those who...
The absurdity. I don't even know which part to laugh at the most.
Well, it's no laughing matter. Maybe your clientele are criminals. Maybe they're not. There's even the possibility that they're just people. But with the way this article combines fact with rumor...
Venger, are you sure you won't reconsider? If we go through with the...
If I were... But I'm no longer that brave young man with nothing to lose. I'd be perfectly happy to work with you again after this. But my daughter is manning the store during Fashion Week, and I don't want her implicated in all of this. She doesn't deserve...
I... understand.
Let me offer you a piece of advice, Chiori. For old time's sake. Let this
You're free to wait things out, Venger. I'll make...
Have you ever thought maybe that attitude of...
Have you ever thought maybe this attitude of mine is precisely what paved the way for my success?
Well, fair enough. Then, I suppose all there's left to say is...
Understood. Take care.
So, what should we do now?
Without the accessories, I can no longer use my old designs.
How could they do this? They're making things up. The boutique doesn't have anything to do with a violent criminal.
Public opinion has never been about what's true and what's not. I should have seen it from the beginning. Uter knows me too well. Everything that happened yesterday...
Well, guess all we can do is just head back for now.
Traveler! Paimon!
Charlotte, what are you doing here?
Looking for you, of course. Did you see those fashion tabloids this morning?
You mean that sorry...
You too, huh? Whoever wrote that... Miss Chiori doesn't
That's great! With your help, we might be able to get some people back on our side!
It's my pleasure. I've met Miss Chiori several times. I know she's not the kind of person that article made. She was the one who made the hat and tie for my camera, Monsieur Verite. Speaking of Miss Chiori, do you know where she went? Alof told me...
She was just here.
If you ask me, I think Chiori Boutique is done for.
I mean, what did they expect? Engaging with criminals behind their customers' backs.
They kept up a solid front, though. I've even bought from them before.
Really? How was it?
The owner was plenty fierce, that's for sure. Makes sense if she regularly deals with criminals, I guess. I've got the chills just thinking about it.
Oh no, we've lost her. Did you hear what all those people were saying? Paimon can't believe they bought all that nonsense.
Miss Chiori doesn't often appear in public or give a lot of interviews, so the general public hasn't had a chance to really get to know her. It's also true that her way of dealing with things can be a little extreme sometimes. It's easy to use that to
Oh, this is all Uter's fault! Paimon would pick him up and... Wait a second. You don't think Chiori might have gone looking for him, do you?
That would only make the situation worse for her.
You've got a point. Let's just return... Alof, we're back! Oh, who's this?
Ah, this is Miss Letitia. She's also here to see Miss Chiori.
Oh, you were the one who came to collect the wedding dress yesterday, right? Wait, please don't say you're returning that dress too.
Oh, no, not at all. I'm just here to thank her. In fact, if there's anything I can do to help her out, I'd be more than willing.
Ah, so you've come across that article?
Yeah, you probably don't know this. But after I got engaged, I didn't think I'd be able to wear a Chiori dress on my wedding day.
Why?
My fiancé owns a small business. It doesn't bring in a lot of mora, but we get by. After he proposed, he took me to Chiori Boutique. He probably noticed how often I talked about Miss Chiori's clothes and how pretty they were. Being able to wear one of her dresses to my wedding has always been my dream.
And then?
And then, something happened to the business. And we ran into major mora problems. We were able to...
But didn't Chiori say she was able to make the dress from what...
Yes. When I came to cancel the order, she heard me out, and then told me not to worry. She assured me that the deposit I paid would be enough for the dress.
Well, that's a good thing, isn't it? I've always known Miss Chiori...
It is good. It's just... After I went home yesterday, I couldn't help but take out the dress and try it on. My fiancé happened to walk into the room, and when he saw me, he froze on the spot.
Ah, what a shame. He's not supposed to see it until the wedding day.
Well, see, that wasn't actually the issue. He's seen a lot of wedding dresses in his time doing business. So as soon...
Huh? So wait, that means...
Yeah. Miss Chiori covered all the costs and held nothing back. The fabric...
Miss Letitia, I'd really like to use your story for a piece I'm writing about the...
Huh? Well...
I think it'd go a long way. Your real experience is more powerful than all those lies combined.
Hey, Olaf! Has Chiori come back?
Huh? I thought you were all together.
Well, we were.
Oh, I remember now. There's this one cliff by the sea. Miss Chiori would always go there whenever she was upset.
In that case, why don't we split up? I'll continue interviewing Miss Letitia, and you two...
All right, sounds good. Let's go!
So, in your opinion, what is...
Let's see. Well, she's certainly not afraid to say what...
Miss Chiori isn't the sort to just give up. She...
There you are, Chiori!
Huh? How did you know where I... Ilof told you, didn't...
She did. We were just looking for you at the shop and Letitia was there. She wanted to thank you for the dress. So, you see? You don't have to be sad. We'll figure...
I'm not upset. I just want to sit here with me. The view's quite stunning. Don't worry. I'll catch you if you fall.
All right, don't mind if we do.
Well, how does it feel?
This place is pretty great.
Right? It's quiet and open, and far from the relentless critique from fashion commentators and the media. It's just you and the beautiful scenery.
Yeah, it's important to take yourself out of that kind of...
I didn't grow up in a very strict family. My parents would joke that I grew up to be so assertive because they spoiled me as a child. I would get together with the other children to climb trees and explore caves. One time, I even climbed over the walls of the Kamisato estate. One of the servants had to physically remove me.
Whoa, Paimon would have never imagined that!
But even as rambunctious as I was, when it came to needlework, I was as quiet and focused as could be. It was as if I discovered a whole new world within those vibrant, dazzling fabrics. My parents noticed, and they sent me to study under a famous Inazuman tailor. It wasn't long before I had driven away pretty much every master tailor on the archipelago. You could say
You were that misbehaved?
I wasn't misbehaved, exactly. I just often had strange ideas when it came to fashion. On top of that, I hated the idea of groveling and making outfits for every arrogant big shot expecting me. Anyway, A few incidents later, I soon found myself without a master. Worse, not one shop was
No wonder you left Ina's.
I was angry and frustrated. So, before I left, I swore to all those masters that my brand would one day become
Well, that's a great dream to strive toward.
After that, I came all the way to the court of Fontaine, a city often referred to as. I had a lot of fun starting out. Sure, I was living in a small cramped room. I had a far more naive view of fashion back then. Of course, as I spent more and more time in the industry, I learned nothing was ever that simple. Least of all, fashion. Oh, you mean Letitia? Yeah, she did mention that dream. I'll be honest, who would have thought? Even as I continue to pursue my dream. Alright, that's enough sightseeing for one day. Time to come up with a—
Ooh, looks like you've got your game face back.
Back? It was never gone to begin with. I did say I wasn't upset, didn't I?
Paimon thinks we should look for evidence that Uter wrote that article. Charlotte's already working on an article to address all those nasty rumors so we can
I don't like duking it out in the press. But if Charlotte's I know where Uter's clothing factory is located.
Sounds good. We'll come. As for Fashion Week, well, there's always next year, right?
Huh? When did this become an either-or situation? Find incriminating evidence or participate in Fashion Week. I'm doing both.
But your accessories! Didn't you say you're—
Well, it's true that I haven't quite figured out what to do about that. To tell you the truth, even here in Fontaine, every time I see the sea, I can't help but remember Inazuma. And the vow I made in front of those Thinking about all that, I just... The sea.
What did you just—
The sea. Seashells, coral. I've got it.
Got what?
Come, let's take a dip, shall we?
Chiori, wait!
Into the wind.
We'll need more where that came from.
Chiori, why did you just jump into the sea all of a sudden?
Paimon, what do you think is the most beautiful thing in the sea?
A Lumitoile? Or a pearl, maybe? Oh, coral's pretty too. Ah, Paimon gets it now! You want to use things like that as the accessories for your designs!
Well, now that you hit the nail on the head, help me grab some, would you?
Leave it to us! These should be enough, right? Paimon, Chiori, will these do?
Everything looks great.
Great! So are we gonna head—
Yes, but don't forget, we've got more than... Okay, we've got the materials for the accessories. Next, we'll need to use what we have on hand to create some new outfits.
You mean we have to start from scratch? Will there be enough?
I should be able to make it.
Oh no, skipping out on sleep is not the answer. Wait, how come this
Ganyu? Who's that?
A friend of ours who does way too... Well, anyway, sleep is important. You're...
Well, I can't argue with you there. One thing's for sure, though. All this grit and determination. It reminds me of the first fashion week I ever participated in.
What else can we help with?
Let me see. I suppose all there's left to do is tear up all the outfits currently on display.
You got it! Wait, what did you just say?
You heard me. Tear them all up. When I went to that first fashion week, I had no savings to speak of. I had to make something work, so I tore up all the clothes that I brought with me from Inazuma, and I used the scraps to make my entries for the show. If it worked back then, why not now? We can also repurpose some of the ready-to-use accessories in the shop as well.
What? You worked so hard on all the...
I know. That's why I refuse to let it all go to waste. I'm not going to let them win, even if it takes...
Okay.
No need to be nervous. I won't hold it against you. Of course, if anyone dared to tear up one of my dresses in front of me on a normal day... Just this once, though. I think I can make an exception. Go ahead and tear them up. Think of it as a good way to vent your emotions. Good job. That should do it.
Chiori, are you alright? Sorry for taking so long. I got caught up and... Whoa. Who did this? Those monsters. Slandering you in the papers. Give me their names. Since they're all too eager to tear up other people's clothes, I think it's about time the Spina di Rosula return the favor.
Maybe you should calm down a bit first, cause you see,
huh?
Ugh, what is this, a soap opera? I was the one who asked the traveler to take...
Oh, so that's what happened. I guess I got a bit ahead.
Navia sure is scary when she's angry.
If there's one thing I can't stand, it's a false accusation.
You and Chiori are...
Of course! Everyone knows that Chiori makes the most gorgeous outfits in town.
Now, if only you'd give me the contract for your uniforms as well.
As if you'd enjoy designing something as boring and formulaic as a uniform. Plus, with how much your intel has helped us out in the past, to the Spina...
If I had it my way, it would be the other way around.
Anyway, we both know why I'm here. Tell me.
If it's not too much trouble, can I borrow some skilled hands to help with some simple sewing work? I'll need all the help I can get if I'm going to...
Oh, no problem. I've got a few of those guys all ready to go. I just knew you. When are you going to get started? I can help with some...
Actually, there's...
Ask away.
Oh, and Traveler and Paimon, could you help me pass word to Linny and Lynette?
I'm done with my interview. Has Miss Chiori made it back yet? Oh! Who did this? Give me names. I'll make sure every last one lands a full feature on the front page of...
Not this again.
What should we do about these clothes, everyone?
Sort them by the type of fabric first, and then by color.
That sounds pretty straightforward. I'll help too. What should we do
Sort them by the type...
That sounds pretty straightforward.
you're both here!
A moment later and you'd have missed us.
We read the article in the papers. We were just about to go find Miss Chiori. She helped design a number of our costumes in the past and even sponsored one of our performances. The time has come, it seems.
Oh, perfect! She was the one who sent us!
In that case, I assume that there's something we can do to help. Just say the word.
Okay, so it's like this.
Is that all we'll need to do?
Should be a piece of cake for the two of us.
Paimon's glad to hear it! Well then, guess it's about time we go and find some evidence for all the bad stuff who tears. Chiori said we shouldn't disturb her over the next couple of days.
But the show's in another 2 days, isn't it? Will she be able to...
Well, according...
A two-pronged approach?
Courtesy first, confrontation second?
Yeah!
Understood. Then we'll have faith in her decision. We'll go make some...
Alright, we're counting on you! Okay, then let's also do as Chiori said, and meet... Oh, Paimon sure hopes she won't have a hard...
No way! I'm not guessing! I'll take a guess.
Mind the deluge. Cascade.
Wind blade.
Mortis.
Make way for the Adeptus!
Mortis.
Evil conqueror.
Seize the sky! Skyward!
Mortis. Mortis.
Boy, now you've got me worked up. Disappear.
Scatter!
Kamisato Art. Suiyu.
Strike
Lament!
Cascade. Mortis.
Disappear!
Seize the skies!
The depth back.
Make way for the Adeptus!
Mind the deluge.
Lament!
Seize the skies!
With the wind!
Skyward!
Look at me.
Skyward!
Everything's in place and they've taken the bait. Yes. Now to start reeling them in. Ah. I'm sure I've forgotten something. Not to worry, I'll simply send someone to fetch it. As soon as I remember what it was.
here. Right now. Right here, right now. Come on out. There you are.
Another test.
One with wind and cloud.
Get away.
One with nature.
There is no escape.
Picked the wrong test subject.
Right now. Emerge.
Time to go.
Are you?
Another test.
Shine down yourself. Inazuma shines eternal.
Into the wind.
Illusion.
I still have a lot to do at the guild. How about you take a rest while I go back?
Wait.
Hard work is all there is to the craft.
All I can think about is dealing. When you're high up, everyone can hear your voice. Rebooting. We grew up together after all.
Fresh fruit, only at Quinn's Fruit.
Dandelions?
Hard work is all there is to the craft.
Pie. That's what I'll make tonight.
Mondstadt welcomes you.
When you're high up, everyone can hear your voice.
Guess we can rest a bit.
I swear on the archives, I can't make it lower.